So on the bottom position at the 6 o'clock, we've got...
Go for it.
Fruba!
Oh yes, okay.
And
on the right hand side, spawning as Protoss, that's the 3 o'clock position, we've got...
Are you going to do it?
No, drum roll, this is all yours.
Oh man, I need to look at his nick. Okay, put me in again,
Okay, and on the right hand side, we've got the Protoss player.
Super Joy!
Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Guys, give a round of applause. If you're sitting in front of your PCs right now, clap those hands for Gridlock here. That's some good that's some really good intro worksmanship there. Okay, so over in Shase's base, that's as if I'm trying. Shase's base, we've got this pylon going down. Both these probes spotting each other, moving across the map here. Shase sees his opponent's probe heading towards his base from the bottom of the map while he was standing at that Zalnaga tower, so he knows exactly where Dreamer spawned. He's heading onto his base and he's going to have a look around there. Okay, so apparently the spectators really did enjoy that little intro there. And interestingly enough, Dreamer throwing down his gateway here. Let's see if Shase can do a bit of a harass with that probe of his before he leaves the base. Dreamer definitely trying to do the same kind of thing over in his opponent's base, trying to take down this pylon.
Yeah, Shase just not too concerned with the damage that... there we go, he's now moved the probe to go and hassle Dreamer's probe. And Shase doing the exact same thing at Dreamer's base, getting that pylon down low.
Yeah, this is a mirror match indeed. If you look at the production tab, it's exactly the same on both players. So that's boring, but we gotta sit through it. The game's gonna get more interesting in just a minute or two, guys. Stick around for that. Yeah, so this is once again, this is a lesson that anyone who doesn't know the game too well can take away from it. You should always try keep your scout as long as you can in your opponent's base. It's really good to see more than just that starting build order. With Protoss especially, that first gateway and pylon doesn't tell you much about what's going to happen in the rest of the game.
In the meantime, though, both players do have cybernetics cores going up, and they are almost at exactly the same time.
Is there thunder at your house?
Yes, that's thunder.
Wow, that is some really loud thunder. That is rumbling on my speakers here. Okay, that doesn't sound good. Just for anyone that's watching, as if I'm trying, actually lives in the same complex as Shase. So if one of them goes down, both are going down. Okay, so there's the first variation. We see our green player Shase actually getting a Zealot out before his first Stalker. So Dreamer, on the other hand, getting that Stalker out first. Oh no, but his Zealot's actually already out. Sorry, I missed that.
Shase putting down an early robotics facility now.
Interesting. Okay, so I wonder if Dreamer is going to scout that and either mirror it or counter it as effectively as he can. Dreamer actually has no scouts anywhere near Shase's base at the moment, so I expect Shase to throw down another 2 gateways to make that a 3-gate robo, and I think it looks like Dreamer is going to go for a 4-gate, or is he going to throw down a Stargate and surprise us all?
Definitely another 2 gateways going up there for Dreamer. Shase moving his Zealot away from the Zalnaga tower because he saw the Zealot and the Stalker on the way. Shase getting that sentry up now as well to effectively block that ramp.
Yeah, most of the votes I think in chat definitely going towards a robo facility, which is the boring route, but it's the route that he probably needs to take, and there it comes. Robotics facility down for Dreamer as well.
Shase getting that early observer out as well. It's about halfway done. It's going to be making its way down to Dreamer's base to see what exactly is going on.
For a player like Shase, that's actually a really big thing in a game, because he knows exactly what to do when he spots his opponent doing something else. He knows how to react. So yeah. Oh, Fluke just telling us that Shase is also 3 probes ahead, so that's also counted in his favor. Observer is making its way slowly but surely across the map.
Dreamer's robotics facility is also up and almost complete. So I assume there's going to be another an observer coming out of there as well.
Oh, interesting. interesting. There goes the robotics bay for Dreamer pretty early, while Shase is actually getting his first immortal out right now. If we compare the supply at this point in the game, we've got 41 for Dreamer and 49 for Shase. So Shase slightly ahead, and I think Shase might, after sending that observer around his opponent's base, having a look around there, he might well push right now. And indeed he is. One probe joining his army out here at the Zalnaga Tower, throwing down that proxy pylon, and it seems like Shase has decided it's time to push. The storm is coming, we can't hang around and do nothing. Ooh, Dreamer definitely outmanning Shase here. I wonder if Shase is going to stick around and try battle this out. So Dreamer putting on the chase. He finds that proxy pylon in the middle of the map, takes down the probe. Shase manages to blink in, warp in a lot of more stalkers there. Wow, is he going to have enough? He's got 2 immortals with him on the field there. He chases Dreamer back into his base. He's got that observer there, foresight. What's going to happen now?
So nice block on the ramp to keep Shase at bay. He's going to lose that pylon there up on his cliff. But the reason he's doing that is so he can power that Colossus out to help him out.
Interesting. So Dreamer's actually supply blocked right now. He's waiting for that last pylon, that newest pylon of his to go down. Once that comes up, he'll continue production on his units. So Shase should take advantage of this. Dreamer is doing a good job at keeping that force field up, blocking his opponent from getting into his base. But Shase does have that observer flying around his opponent's base. He's got a good look at what's going on there.
Yeah, Dreamer has also got 3 more force fields to put down on those ramps. So he can successfully block him off until another Colossus even comes out.
Okay, so Dreamer's observer gets pulled back to his own base and he takes down Shase's observer. So Shase definitely on the back foot now. With that Colossus out up on Dreamer's ramp, Shase can't really get anywhere close, especially without sight. So Shase decides it's time to pull back a little bit, regroup and rethink his strategy.
Yeah, Shase has actually got a robotics bay that is almost complete, so he's going to be matching the Colossus very soon.
But he is slightly behind. Dreamer's getting his second Colossus right now with that extended thermal lance. So Dreamer definitely ahead in the tech department. But, oh, well, I was going to say that Shase is also ahead, slightly ahead in the numbers department, but that's not the case. They're both sitting on 78 supply right now. Wow, so it's pretty interesting. I wonder if Shase is going to be able to push into his opponent's base. This is definitely very even. At the moment, the only thing that's working in Dreamer's favor is the fact that he's got their observer out, and Shase would actually have to spend a bit more minerals and gas on getting his own observer back in the field.
See, I like what Shase has done there with his units as well. He's split them all up so that they're not all standing in a clump together. So if Dreamer does come with those Colossi, they won't take too much splash.
Yeah, I'm switching to Dreamer's view quickly. He can see just this front part of that army, but he can see enough to know that Shase's entire force is there. It'll be interesting to see if Dreamer's actually going to take the initiative now and push out. Dreamer should be able to, with that extended thermal lance, move his Colossi just to the edge of that ramp and take a few shots at those Zealots and Stalkers. Ooh, he decides not to do that though. He just moves straight out his ramp and straight into this army. Shase taking a second to react there, but he moves in. 2 Colossi for Dreamer, taking out all those Zealots in the front line, but those Immortals of Shase is definitely working in his favor, doing nice damage to Dreamer's Stalkers.
It actually looks like Shase is winning this battle. He's focusing down the Colossi now.
Some brilliant play by Shase, some nice micro. I gotta say right now that those Immortals did pay off. Shase forced to pull back a little bit. He's not gonna save this Colossi, is he? Oh my goodness, it's so low. Colossi sitting on 34 HP. One more shot will take it down. 6 HP, and Shase decides to pull back. He's had enough of that little skirmish.
Dreamer with 3 Colossi now. What he needs to do is take that pylon down, I think, just to put...
Interesting move though. I see that Shase just got his expansion up at his natural. Both gas going up right now. This is a really critical part of the game for Shase. Should he be able to get that expansion up and running with both those assimilators up, then this is definitely going to work in Shase's favor. He'll be able to pull this back. He'll be able to build enough units. But here comes that observer of Dreamers. Oh my goodness, Dreamer gets that gets a good look at that expansion. He sees those probes walking up and down between the minerals and the Nexus. He knows that that expansion has been up for at least a couple of seconds. He can see the gas coming in. He knows he has to move soon.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dreamer has also just mirrored what Shase has done, and he's now put an expansion at his natural as well.
So do you think this is a good time for Dreamer to push, or should he hang back and try get his own natural up first as well?
Look, it's quite hard to say. Shase has obviously got position on Dreamer with those Colossi up in the hill.
Yeah, and the expansion to distract him. So I think should Dreamer push right now, it's probably his best chance. But if he's going to wait, then he might just lose out.
As Colossi positioned in a very nice spot on top of that hill.
Terrible by Shase there, because he actually lost all those Zealots pretty needlessly. He could have pulled them back. Oh my goodness, so his Colossi up on the hill doing nice damage, but taking even more. Oh my, bad time to lag, guys, bad time to lag. Dreamer maybe overextended himself a little bit with his Colossi in his opponent's base, but he's moving up that ramp, totally ignoring the expansion, moving into his opponent's base. Let's see if Shase is going to be able to counter this.
Shase is actually microing those two Colossi so well. And they were able to take down two of Dreamer's Colossi as well.
That was 2 versus 4. Very well played from Shase there. He did a lot of damage there, but he lost a lot of probes. He's going to lose his expansion now. And at the same time, Dreamer's does go up. So let's see if Shase is going to be able to get out there before this expansion goes down. Dreamer actually sitting on a lot of minerals. Dreamer has 600 minerals right now there. He just spent as much of it as he can. He's busy taking down this natural now. The Zealots working nicely on that assimilator. He might want to pull him off there because the assimilator is not going to do much without a Nexus there. He decides to take out this robo facility. Things not looking good for Shase at the moment. Shase trying to take a few pot shots from up on this cliff at Zealots running down there. Dreamer decides to pull back. Do you think that was a good idea?
I'm not too sure. I mean, he did a very good push there. Took Shase's natural down, and he's now got his up and running. Possibly he's going to reinforce his main army and then push back out again. But it's also going to give Shase some time to get army back up again.
And do you want to give Shase a chance to get his army back out again? That's the question, because we all know that Shase has this godlike micro backing him up. We've seen it in this game. And yeah, I don't know if that's the best idea from Dreamer. He might have wanted to keep that pressure up. He's got an observer out there above Shase's natural. He knows what's going on. He knows Shase just left his base. And he might actually move out to try to take advantage of that. Fluke just letting us know that Shase's main is about to be mined out. Same thing for Dreamer's main though, but Dreamer does have that expansion up. Shase trying to make up for it by throwing an expansion up at the 12 o'clock spawn on Lost Temple. Oh, interestingly enough, Dreamer's going to see all these probes leaving Shase's base. And here we go, another little skirmish in the middle of the map. Shase just dancing around this cliff, but these Colossi decide, no ways guys, I'm going straight over this cliff. This looks like good game. Dreamer's definitely going to take this. Only 2 Colossi left for Shase now. A couple of probes, nothing else in his arsenal right now.
Yeah, no, taking the expansion was a great move as Shase is fully mined out in his main. So his probes are doing some long distance mining at that expo.
Okay, so Shase not seeming too happy about this.